up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel, Taking a Bathroom. The bathroom is the only place you can place your gadgets in peace. On this channel, we do product reviews and also some tutorials. If you want to support the channel, you can check out my ebook, www.themanisemselfonfire.com. Also have a PayPal donation link in the description of the video. All right, guys, as the tradition is when we go live, let me go ahead and check the YouTube, make sure everything is together. Just going to make sure that we're live and everything look hokey dokey. All right, YouTube is up, and yes, we're live. Okay, gonna go ahead and let some people come in. How you guys doing? Checking Friday. Hope everyone is doing okay. Make sure that you're washing your hands. The Rob, the 351 Cleveland, the Brad. What's up, guys? I got another Zoom conference, guys. Look, since everything been shut down, the only way I've been able to keep up with work and meetings have been Zoom conferences. That's it, Zoom. Man, Zoom is making a lot of money right now. I don't know if you got some extra pennies laying around, you might want to invest in Zoom right now. Zoom, hey, every meeting, every board meeting, Zoom. So and they buying their business package. So I don't know if you got some coins, man, you might want to invest in some streaming services. So Quentin, Matt, what's up, Uno? Yeah, hit that like button, guys. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Thomas? What's up, Aaron? Hit that like button, guys. We got 23 people in here so far, only 7 likes. The thing with the likes is the more people hit the likes, that's the more YouTube algorithm pick it up, let people know that we're live. And the benefit of having a bunch of people on one live stream is whatever topic you talk about, you have more experts. I always say I have some of the smartest, I ain't gonna say some, I'm gonna say I have the smartest subscribers and viewers on YouTube. You guys put me on to a lot of things. I learned a lot from you guys, man. The key to being a successful individual is to surround yourself with like-minded people and surround yourself with people that's smarter than you. I mean, if you don't learn anything from this channel, just take away that message I just said. If you want to be successful, surround yourself around people that's smarter than you. Pickpocket 72 text was up. I need to be on that full line service hotspot. I'm your best friend, hold me down. I pay, laugh out loud. Susan, hey, what's up? How you doing? All right, got check in Friday. Like I said, I got a meeting I got to get to. When I say meeting, gotta hop on Zoom in a little bit. This is gonna be my last meeting of the day, and the meeting is from 1 Central Time to I think about 3:30 Central Time. So by the time I'm finished with that one, go for the little jog when the wife get off, man. Then hit the shed. Since the gym is closed down, I gotta work out in my shed. Hit the shed, and after we get the little workout in, probably order some pizza or something for the kids tonight. Shut it down, man. Look forward to the weekend. Much needed rest. I probably gotta work on some YouTube things. I'm looking to do a review on a new IPTV service. Hopefully I can get it out by tomorrow. And I probably gonna be pushing that one a lot on the channel, cause I like hey, I'm gonna put it like this. It reminds me of a popular service that is no longer around, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Tara, maybe that's why I don't have any friends. Octavia, I'm here, but at the laundry, heavy blankets and comforters. Oh yeah. Matt, I would like you to review Apollo Group TV and Dynasty TV. Happy life. Greet us. I don't know how people like that even come in the chat. I'm about to do it both, reading everything. But how you guys doing, man? How you guys been handling it? If you live in a state that's quarantined, or I hate to use the word quarantine, you live in a state that's on lockdown, let me know. And let me know how you've been managing day to day. I brought my wife the what them things is, those Apple things you put in your in your ear, because I'm team Android. I brought my wife those Apple things you put in your ear, the Pro ones, today. Uh, it was an interesting experience because I'm so used to ordering online. I got it from Best Buy. I'm so used to ordering online, and then when they're in, you just go run and pick them up, right? But they have like this no contact thing. So when you order it, it's like curbside service. You order it. Once your order is ready, they send your email or your text out to you, and then you got, hey Miss Gail, hey Josh, then you gotta park your car when you get there. Go on your phone. Got to tell them that you're there, where you park at. It's got like little labels where you park at, and describe your car, and then they actually come to you and give you your product. So I was like, man, things have changed. Things have changed. Yesterday, me and the wife went and got some crawfish. If you from the South, you already know what I'm talking about. And we basically went there, and so used to going inside the building, but they had a line of cars. You just pull up, somebody take your order, pull up again, somebody take your credit card, pull up again, you get your order and you go. So things have changed, guys. Have you guys noticed anything different in your communities? Are you still able to go to your favorite stores? Are you still able to go eat at your favorite places? Now, I'm gonna say most people, you can't go in and sit down and eat, but you can order the takeouts. But a lot of places that I like to eat, they just not set up for takeout. So unfortunately, their business is closed right now. So that's basically what's going on with me, guys. I'm just making sure I'm not missing any text messages about the meeting coming up. P Johnson, what's up? What's up? TRW75. Afternoon to you too. Jackson, hey homie, do you know some IPTV services that have Soul Train season and American Bandstand season or Solid Gold season paid service? I do not know. That's a good question though. I can look around, get that in the back of my mind, and see if I come across something like that. It sounds like that probably be like on VOD or maybe in someone Plex, maybe on someone Plex server. But that's a good question. Anthony, can't go inside and see only takeout right now. Yeah. Mr. I tell you, hey, how's your wife? Check. Man, she good. For those of you that don't know, my wife is a nurse, so it's well, we have kids, and our youngest is 9. Two oldest, the boy and the girl, the two oldest, they are in college, and the other 4 here with us. One is a senior in high school, so he's probably won't get the opportunity to walk across the stage. Just everything that's going on with the coronavirus. Also, the other 2, they're in high school, but kids are kids. And by my wife being a nurse, she is extremely careful when she come home, making sure that she's not bringing anything to the family. But it is an awesome responsibility on me since I'm here and she have to leave out. It's an awesome responsibility on me to make sure that I'm really getting on my kids, man, making sure that they're taking the proper precaution, because the same way we don't want my wife to bring anything home to us, we don't want to give her anything to bring back to the people that she's serving. So it's, to be honest, it's nerve-wracking, because think about it, guys. You literally have other people lives in your hand if you just make one mistake. What's up, Legacy? So when this thing first started, a lot of people was downplaying it, and a lot of people still is downplaying it. Or it's just the flu. Or it's just the flu until one of your loved ones get sick or get put on a ventilator or passed away. And Louisiana's having the highest death rates because a lot of people in Louisiana have allergy problems, asthma, obesity is very, very high in Louisiana. Louisiana ranked last in like health, fitness, last in not completely last, We still ahead of Mississippi, I believe. It just about every last category we're big on oil and gas, and so our environment is not the best. So it got something that's called Cancer Alley, with people that live by refineries, and like whole neighborhoods of people just die from cancer over time. They have all of those underlying issues, and that's why when they say, well, this virus kill old people, well, in Louisiana, they've been killing people 40, 50, 60 years old. We even had a teenager that died from the virus because of what's happened in Louisiana as far as like health wise. So it's it's been crazy, guys. It really has been crazy. So what's been happening with you guys? Legacy True, Uno, sub homie, Monique, hey everyone. But yeah, so like I said, man, that's really what's been going on, and a lot of people take it for a joke. But now when you start hearing, pick up the phone and be like, hey, so and so got corona, or you going through Facebook and you checking on Facebook and you like, oh man, I dated that girl in high school and she posting something about her father dying from corona. It brings it home, people. It brings it home. Last week around this time here in my parish, other people have counties. In Louisiana, we have parishes. If you want to know why Louisiana have parish, just Google Louisiana Purchase, and you'll see why we got parishes. Last week around this time, we had like 22 cases, and I was like, God, that's a lot of cases, guys. And I think it had like a handful of parishes that had positive tests. Today, just within a week's time, today we like over 100 in some cases, probably 200 right now. And I think every parish except for like 2 parishes have reported a corona outbreak or cases. So this thing is spreading and people are dying. And when you're looking at a small population, because Louisiana do not have a huge population. We only have like a couple of million people that live in Louisiana. So when you start getting places that having, let's say 60, 70 deaths in a small state, to have that happen overnight, it's a big deal. Big deal, especially in New Orleans, man, because the customs and tradition of New Orleans, it's like second lining, parade, like people always together. Louisiana culture is like, just like some of your cultures might be, like families get together, especially around this time of year during Lent. A lot of crawfish balls, crab balls. It's hard for people to stay separated. Legacy said, did they say that the virus sticks to clothes? Yes, they did. Sandman said, I went to Home Depot yesterday and had to wait outside to get in. They're only letting a few people in at a time, I guess. Help with social distance. Yeah, they are. 33 people watching. Please hit that thumbs up. Kenneth, my HR department give us another week off. That's what's up, man. TRW75, Caribou Parish, yes. Alex Parish, governor reporting 12 presumed cases, if not more, in Point Capee Parish. And Point Capee is small. Man, that's a lot of people. What Point Capee have what, like 12,000 people? So if you think about it, guys, at 12,000 people and you got 12 deaths, that's a big deal. In Michigan, if you are caught going anywhere except essential, you get $1,000 fine or 90 days in jail. Yeah. At least I tell you, hey, miss your streaming and jokes. Oh, Legacy. She's talking to Legacy. But yeah, so as you guys see, San Francisco, they went on. TMZ reported early this morning. They went on a 24-hour lockdown. 24-hour lockdown in Los Angeles. Shout out to Miss Octavia. Email me and let me know that they have to wear like a scarf or some type of mask when they go outside, or they can be fined. Correct me if I'm wrong about being fined, but I do remember you saying that you have to have on a mask when you go outside. And then I seen yesterday that the the CDC or the president is going to send out recommendations probably today for people to go outside and wear a mask, but they don't want you to wear the same type of mask that they have in the hospital. So they want you to, substitute it for a scarf or something like that. Now, will that work? I don't know. But the thing that's kind of scary to me is they keep pushing the goalpost back. Like at first, it ain't nothing, it's just like the flu, all right. And then people over panicking, all right. Then things start moving fast. Well, now we want y'all to do this for X amount of time. Now we want y'all to do that for X amount of time. Now we want y'all to stay in place. San Francisco, we locking down everything for 24 hours. Los Angeles, and what the president's going to recommend, now I want you to start wearing masks when you go outside. And then you hearing all of these different states saying, hey, we don't have enough ventilators and stuff. Now, when they say they don't have enough ventilators, they don't have enough staff, this is what you have to realize. So you have your regular people, pregnant women, people that suffer with asthma, people that have diabetes, right? If you got diabetes, if you get a wound, you got to go to a wound specialist. Like, if that one is get infected, then you get admitted to the hospital, you get antibiotics. I know this because my dad suffered with diabetes, and he had his toe amputated last year because of the diabetes. So I'm used to that. Whenever he get a cut in to get infection, he got to go in the hospital for days to get antibiotics. And that's just normal hospital practice. And I'm not even naming all the other ailments where people have to be admitted into the hospital, or somebody get in a car wreck and they got to get put on the ventilator or on life support or something like that. Those are things that happen regular. Now you have this virus that comes into the picture that's flooding the hospital, and you got all these other sick people, and you got these new sick people. I can easily see how we can get to the point in some states where they might not have enough to serve everyone. I seen a report that they said the doctors are now in New York. The doctors are now at liberty to decide who get put on the ventilator and who don't. So if you got an 80-year-old and you got a 34-year-old, the doctor gonna choose to put that 34-year-old on the ventilator. The 80-year-old can probably live if they're able to get put on the ventilator until the virus work out of their system, but they just gonna make that decision. That's where we at now. Legacy. So then who is to say that masks are really helping people? The reason why I say that is because if the virus text close, what is to say they won't stick to your mask, you take it off. It will stick to your mask when you take it off. That's why you have to wash your hands. And also I heard a doctor say that there's really no significant studies that prove that a mask can help this virus. Now, the reason why he said that is because, not because masks don't help protect people from viruses, it's because most people don't wear a full mask that doesn't allow any oxygen in, right? And so if you're not like me, like I got like this little fuzz right here, if I put on, which I do when I go to the store, I put on a little medical mask or whatever, particles still coming in all the way around because it's not a tight fit. It's just one more layer of protection. But you're right, Legacy. If it's sticking to things, hey, it's hard, guys. It's hard, and that's why I want to hurry up and do this live, just to check in with you guys, man. I'm not, I'm not trying to get in your business, but I just want to know what's going on in the different parts of the country. Alex, Mayor, President stating if you are tested positive and you don't stay indoors and you are out and about, you would be arrested. I think they should, man. I think if you tested positive, but you what they call symptomatic to where you don't have like the cough bad, you don't have like the fever bad, you don't need to be put on you don't need to be hospitalized. Man, they tell you to go home and quarantine. I think if you walking around not listening, I think they should arrest you because you literally putting people's lives at risk. Now you can't find any scars, so heads up, going by your families. Yeah, I mean, anything that people look at the toilet paper thing. Anything that people think gonna run out, you're gonna have people with the means that have money that's gonna go buy all of this stuff, and they're not gonna sell it because they're gonna think, hey, it's better for me to have it to protect me and my family. Self-preservation always play a role. Now, in times like this, you do have heroes and people that step up, but when it's me against you, man, a lot of times the person is going to choose themselves. I stayed in for 15 days. Cinnamon said he stayed in for 15 days. At least the president said he's recommending to wear a mask, not forcing you, but for your protection is better. I live in New York. Yeah, all right, that's what's up. Uno Legacy mask comment people probably don't realize you're touching your face more when you wear a mask because yeah, you're pulling it down and you're adjusting it. You're right, and a lot of people don't realize too. I see like a lot of people wear gloves, and when I go into the grocery store, people wear gloves, and the first thing they do is grab the buggy. All right, no problem with that. Grab the buggy. So you grab the buggy. You didn't go up in there and grab the little sanitize because most grocery stores and places have the little disinfectant cloths and stuff. You didn't grab the disinfectant cloth and wipe the buggy down. You just grab the buggy. All right. So then you grab the buggy. You got on gloves, so you got the false sense of confidence. You walking down the aisles and stuff. See a loaf of bread, contaminated gloves. You grab the loaf of bread, put it in the buggy. Grab the bologna, contaminated gloves, put it in the buggy. Your phone rang, you take your phone out your pocket, and if you have face unlock or if you have a phone that allows you to touch it with gloves, you answer the call, you talk. Put the phone and the contaminated gloves to your face. Put the phone back in your pocket, continue shopping. Get home, walk in the house. Now you done grab your car keys with the contaminated glove, the handle to your car with the contaminated gloves. You open up your door with the contaminated gloves. You get in the house, you take the gloves off, you put them in the garbage, and then you touch everything that you contaminated. Oh, I forgot the juice in the car. Send your kids out to the car to get the juice. They touch the contaminated door handle that you never cleaned for the house. Then they touch the contaminated door handle for the car that you never cleaned. And then they grab the juice, and now the juice is contaminated, your kids are contaminated, your whole house is contaminated. That's how fast it can happen. You know, so like people think I'm crazy when they see me in the store and I have on gloves, and I grab the disinfectant napkins and I wipe down the buggies, right? And then I go and I do my shopping, and then when I leave out, I carry my hand sanitizer with me. I put hand sanitizer on the gloves, the palm of my hand and the top of my hands, and I rub it. Then I grab my door. Then I get my keys. When I get home, I take disinfectant spray and I spray I spray the groceries, because you never know the guy that, all right, he delivered the bread. Man, I don't know if he sanitized. I don't know if he was wiping his nose or he came in contact with somebody and he's touching the bread and he's putting the bread up there. Cause they say it can last 5 to 13 days on some surfaces. So the AirPods that I just brought my wife, man, first thing I did was put hand sanitizer on it when the girl handed it to me, and then I sprayed it with disinfectant spray and I got home. I don't know if she's taking care of herself, and this will make this thing so deadly. Is that you're really dependent on other people to take it serious, and you're really dependent on other people to be sanitized. And we all know that everyone hygienes are not the same or not up to par. I could see maybe getting a fine, but no one is going to jail. They're actually releasing prisoners early over this. I mean, yeah, you got a point, because you don't want to introduce this to confine. You don't want to introduce the virus to people that's in confinement, because then you have a bigger problem on your hand. But I mean, if you got to put them in a hole or something, I'm thinking like if you've been diagnosed and you know that you're what they call shedding the virus, and you walking out on about, or you going to the grocery stores or whatever, like, to me, man, they got to put you somewhere. If you can't listen, you that hard head, they got to put you somewhere, man. That's my personal opinion, because you putting other people's lives at risk. And if you don't have anyone to take care of you, then I think it's incumbent on the government to be like, all right, It's a person that have the virus, but they don't have anyone to go grocery shopping from or whatever. You know, I think the government got to step up and help them. Our neighbors and friends got to step up and help them, because there's no way you should be out there and about in the streets knowing that you're shedding the virus just because you asymptomatic. That's why when I make them add a filter, no guarantee, but it makes me feel safer. I tell you, I'm in California. Leonard, my G, what's up? Nate Henderson, I posted a video in one of my Facebook groups on how to use a handkerchief and rubber bands to make a layer mask. I seen somebody you know, what type of cloths those are? You know, the little blue cloths, auto blue cloths that you use to like if you're changing your oil or whatever, you go to the AutoZone and you buy this little blue cloth to help wipe up the oil and stuff. I seen someone was making masks out of that, and they did a study and said that's actually, that blue cloth actually filter out more. And of course, they wasn't talking about the virus; they're talking about like dust particles, but it actually filter out more dust particles than some of the medical masks that people wear. So that I find that was interesting. What's up, Marcus Bell? Anthony, better safe than sorry. Yeah. Wipe down your groceries, correct. I would like to think those people are in more controlled environment. What else we have here? Octavia. Yes, here a sheriff died on Monday from corona. He worked in detention. Not even one tested positive. Wow. Man, yeah, it's best to act like everyone is affected. Yep, including yourself, Marcus Bell. I know one lady at my local grocery store. Dug in her butt and put her gloves back on. Yeah, all right, yeah, Keen of the Midway Shop Towers. Thank you, my friend. That's what I always say about my subscribers and viewers, man. You guys always helping me out. Aaron, Shop Towers. Thank you, Aaron. Microfiber. Nah, it's Shop Towers. Renee, what's good? Lamont, I have been doing just like you. Nate, got to use cotton versus polyester. Legacy, Monique, true, but you have people from the press there who to say they don't have it, or even the poll behind them have it. You can catch it at any given point. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, guys. 39 people watching. Hit the thumbs up. We're gonna stay on a little while longer. Please hit those thumbs up. The more thumbs up you put on there, it's the more YouTube send out the video as a recommendation. And I'm just trying to take stock of the country. So if you guys feel comfortable with it, you know that I'm in Louisiana and we are on a mandatory what they call stay in. So it's hey, everyone got to stay in. So if you don't mind posting where you from and let me know whether or not you on a mandatory stay in, or whatever y'all calling it in your area, just to get a sense of where things are in the country right now. Now, as some of you might know or don't know, it depends how you follow the news. Florida, they just went on so-called lockdown, all the stay-in order. They still had some beaches open. Had a lot of kids that went on spring break, and even had some videos going around where kids was like, if I catch corona, I'll catch corona, but this is my spring break, I'm going to party. And they had like pictures of the beaches just packed. But guess what? Some of those kids that went to spring break are now sick. Now you're starting to see interviews around the country. The kids that's like, yeah, I went to spring break in Florida and I'm sick. And ain't no telling who they brought it to back at home. So Mike Daddy 547. What's up? Hey, Spring Sharon, Nate. A regular t-shirt tied around your face will also work. This method can from a friend who bells hay. All right. I agree with you. We just need to do our part. Talking to Legacy. I'm in Alabama and we not on lockdown here. Wow. I know Texas went on lockdown. I know Florida went on lockdown. And they was resisting at first, but then get this, the Florida governor said the reason why he was putting people on the stay in place order now was because he didn't realize that asymptomatic people can pass the virus on. Man, that's not a load of crap. Like, since day one, they were saying systematic people were sharing the virus. I was like, bro, just take your lick. Say you was wrong. You slow to it. You can't do nothing about the past. Now you got to pursue forward to help save lives. But in Texas, there was like, oh, we're going to put people at a stand place order, but still going to have church. Now, I don't know if you guys familiar with Texas, but Texas have a lot of mega churches. It makes no sense if you keep people apart from each other, and this coming from a preacher. And I had the discussion with my pastor, because we was one of the churches that had church last Sunday, but we shut it down this Sunday, and trying to get some things to do some streaming or whatever. It makes no sense if you keep people separated in the community all week, and then when people go to church, especially mega churches, you can bring all of the people together in one place. Like, come on, man. It got to be a better way. And I believe that Jesus is a healer. I believe if you're sick in your body, you pray to the Lord. I believe he had the ability to heal. But like I told fellow preachers when we had a debate, because the preacher was saying you shouldn't be scared if you love the Lord. I was like, well, when the devil tempted Jesus in the garden and told him in the wilderness and told him to cast himself down. He says, the devil told him, the devil told Jesus his angels would give him charge over you. And Jesus said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Now, if you're doing everything you could to avoid it, man, and you get sick, hey, I believe in the power of prayer. That's my faith tradition. That's my personal belief. But I don't believe that you can live reckless and put yourself in a situation and then ask God to help you. I don't think that's how it works. New Iberia at Tech still working. All right, New Iberia, that's not too far up the road for me. Where New Iberia is about 45 minutes, an hour. Dallas, Texas, locked down. Only essential businesses. Yep. Hey Tech, how easy is it to put a logo to the left? Thanks, Darren. Logo on what? RECITE, the governor of Florida said he didn't know about asymptomatic. Yeah, Anthony Powell, in my opinion, the lockdown should have happened in China where the outbreak started. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something about China, bro. When the outbreak started, they locked it down. Like China, them people in China, they were literally going to people's homes and separating families by force, putting people. And I ain't gonna say concentration camps. I ain't gonna say it like that, but special quarantine buildings. Like, China shut down everything. You can't do that in the U.S. because we have certain constitutional rights. But they shut it down and it still spread. It still spread. What's up, the real DST in the house? Brad, we're shut down here. You can't go out to get food, doctor's appointments, or if you have a mandatory job. Yeah, my wife gotta have a little badge saying that she essential worker when she leave out. Some of the parishes around here are implementing curfews. Any of you guys on curfews? Some of the parishes around here was putting people on curfews, and our local sheriff, I don't know how it worked with you at, but the sheriff is the one that called for curfews. And our local sheriff did like a Facebook video. He was like, look, there's absolutely no scientific evidence that a curfew will slow the spread of the virus. So he said right now he's not going to put people on a curfew unless he see data that say that a curfew can help curve the spread. So I thought that was wonderful because I'm a very, very analytic person. Don't just tell me, show me. I want to see numbers. And I'm like, all right, most people not even out 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Most people, if they hard headed and they're gonna go out in the middle of the day. So why put people that may have a legitimate reason for going out on the curfew? So that's just my personal opinion. But like he said, if that's data that support it, then he'll put us on curfew. And I feel the same way. If the data don't support it, don't do it. But Nick Young, did anyone hear about cruise ships? I heard that the cruise ships, they had sick people on there, and they had like 2 cruise ships right off the coast of Florida. But yesterday, I believe they came to an arrangement and they allowed them to dock, and people that was foreign got charter flights back to where they're from, and other people throughout the state went back where they were from, and those that were sick stayed on the boat. So that's what I heard. Something is wrong with K Ivory. She's not playing with a full deck. I agree what's going on, but people don't understand the risk. Yeah, people don't understand the risk. Some people still think it's a game. Some people still think it's a game, guys. Still working Monday through Friday, board games with the family on the weekends. Lamarck, Big T, New York, stay in. All the mandatory. Anthony, I believe in the Lord, Jesus, power to heal, amen. The real, it's certain counties in Texas that's on lockdown. All right, Porky, Hardy Tech, what's up with you? Dragging them out of their homes. Yes, ma'am. Miss I tell you what they was doing in China. Mac Daddy 547. We all should take a moment to pray every day. Every day, man. If you can get a quick 30 seconds in, man, hour upon hour. Florida is 10 p.m. curfew. What else we got? Now I'm hearing that it may be a second wave. It started in China now. I know in India, if you go against curfew, you would get hit with a flu. Yeah, I seen them bamboo sticks, man. I seen people getting beat and stuff like that in India. I seen those videos. If you're on lockdown, why you need a curfew? You're right, Darrell. Hey Darrell, you in Sandy. Well, I can't even talk. San Antonio. My son lived there. Anthony Wright. What's up? What's up, my dude? What's up, Timothy? Well, time exactly, Darrell. That's me. I'm working from home now for the last 2 weeks. Here's another thing too. Let's talk about the economy. And I know it's a tech channel, but I'm just doing a wellness check. Just want to check in with everybody. A lot of people that might be fortunate enough to work from home, but there are some people that's just been laid off. Like I know some people personally that just got laid off, and they're saying they're waiting on their stimulus check. And what I read is that they're gonna start rolling it out. They're gonna start rolling it out to the low income people first. But some people might not even get their money till September. And if you got a small business, they're supposed to start giving out those loans and stuff today. But the business, like the banks, like they don't even understand the process. So you got a small business and you hoping to get this loan from the government that's supposedly be forgivable, which means it would translate into a grant if you keep your employees on payroll. If you can't get that loan because A, you don't have enough people working at the bank, or B, the bank don't understand the process, and there's a jam of people that's trying to get their money, how long can you keep coming out your pocket to pay your employees before you run out of money? If you're a small business. Now, if you're a big business, you got deep pockets, you can do that. If you're a small business, how long can you do that? If you're an individual, can you really live off of $1,200 until the end of April? Like, can $1,200 really cover all of your bills for 1 month? And if it's longer, because basically, well, in Louisiana, basically it's been like a 2-month thing so far, close to 2 months so far. So can $1,200 really cover your bills? Let's say you get the max. Let's say you get about $2,400 or $3,000. Can $3,000 really cover all of your bills? I can't speak for you guys, but man, I roll out of bed. That's $5,000. That's just to keep the roof and the lights on per month in my house. Water, gas, and groceries, that's extra. So how would this affect people financially? Not only financially, but mentally, and physically. So to me, it's nothing to play with. If it haven't hit your area yet, it's going to impact you one way or another. If you got 401k, look what's happened to the stock market. It's going to impact you either financially, physically, or mentally, man. One way or another. Let's see what we got going on. Sucks for me, bro. I'm not gonna get nothing. Oh wow. Goes to talk. There have been millions in the past few weeks that got laid off and applied for unemployment. In Louisiana, the unemployment, they're telling you to apply for unemployment, but when you call, you can't get in. When you go to the websites are crashing. I just want to put that out there. So they're like, well, hey, this gonna, this money that we're giving people gonna hold people over. The businesses is gonna keep people on the payroll, and they still get to apply for unemployment. But if the business can't get the money to keep them on the payroll, if they can't file for unemployment because the log jam or whatever, it's gonna be a while before you it's gonna be a while before you see money come into your pockets. And I'm just saying, people talking about the cable companies, the water bill, the light bill, all of these people right here, your mortgage, they gonna be lenient on you. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, them people still calling my phone. Them people still, now they didn't sit on an email and say, look, we'll work with you, whatever. But they money due, they call their phone. They got bills too. And if they do work with you, man, at the end of it, that money still due. That hypothetically, let's say this. Let's say I don't pay my mortgage this month. I don't pay my mortgage next month. Let's just say it's going for 2 more months. I'll pay my mortgage next month. And my bank's like, hey, we can work with you. We know what's going on. Bruh, now one time they said they're going to waive the late fees. And if I just get $1,200, I'm already in the hole. Because I got to go pay all of those bills I couldn't pay. I'm already in the hole. Because the money that the government giving me is already spent. And it's not even enough to cover my expenses. Man, we really got to look at this thing. So thanks for giving us good service. My house payment is $1,100 every month. Speak on the tech, minimum 4K for my house. Yeah, bro. And real estate, I pay $1,000 a month in daycare alone. $1,200 isn't enough. That's what I'm saying. And these politicians up there saying, oh, we okay. That's a lot of money that we're giving people put in their pockets. Man, that's not a lot of money when you take income. And when I say take, they didn't take. But when income is taken out of your home, bro, that's not even a shot in the arm right there. $1,200, $3,000 not even a shot in the arm. I never had a problem since I got to sell to DA Streams. Hey, taking the bathroom. What's up, Roster TV? And innovated to keep it up, guys. Oh, you talking about services? My house payment is $2,700 a month. Timothy, you got the big house. How many bedrooms you got? You got about 4,000 square feet. Semi dream music production. Now it's a good time to buy some stock, because there's a lot of stock out there that's real cheap. I believe you there. The real estate, they waive late fees once a year at my bank. All right, that was up. Yeah, Timothy said it's never enough. Like my main question is this. Here's my main question. If we got, how can I say this without Anthony say I pay $1,130 a month? Kind of say this without being too political, but it all comes back down to politics, and this is why I preach to people to be active in their community, be active in the policy making. If we can just give out $1 trillion in a matter of weeks, right? Get a vote on and all that in a matter of weeks. We can just come up with that. Bro, why we don't have good mental health services in the United States? Why we don't have good infrastructure, roads and bridges? Why the public school system suffer the way it suffers? Why is secondary education so hard to come by? And we can just take money and pass a bill and just put it out there. Man, a lot of us been living in a crisis. A lot of us been living in emergency. A lot of us been needed help. Before this virus came along, a lot of us was going through things financially, health-wise. We look at I can speak for Louisiana because I mentioned it earlier. If you look at Louisiana and you look at how we're last in healthcare, we at the bottom of just about everything, education, healthcare, all of that, man. we should have been had a good education system, been had a good health system. It just goes to show you how, as a people, and I include myself too because I'm a citizen and I vote. As a people, sometimes we have our priorities backwards. And I grew up in the oil and gas field. My first job in high school was a welder helper. When I got out of high school, my ex-wife at the time, she went to college. I went working. In the oil fields. I went weld on those big all platforms that you see out there in the Gulf. I went to the shipyard every day, and I weld on that until I drop out. Drop out until I quit and went to enroll into college. But I grew up in the oil field, man. So it just blows my mind how we subsidize that industry that makes billions and billions of dollars and give it back to their stockholders, and we don't subsidize education in the same manner. And I hate to call out just that one industry because we do the same thing with the airline industry also. We do the same thing with banking industry. We bail them out. So I just think that we should make better decisions as a people, as a country. Check, I got $1,200 a month for disability. Thank God my wife worked too, but it's not enough. Even I cut the cord. Yeah, man, $1,200 it's not enough money to live off of, my friend. Me and my wife work at home. While special interest groups have the clout and the legislators in their pocket. Yes, lobbyists, I dealt with them. Reparations to descendants of slaves who built this country. Yeah, that argument always comes up around election time, and no one never really have a good answer. If you think about it, every other minority group that was illy affected by the United States had some type of compensation package besides the descendants of slaves. Just think about that. I'm not saying that because I'm black, because people are like, oh, you couldn't name a person that was a slave. I couldn't name a person that was a slave, but you got to remember 50 years ago, they still marching in the street to have equal rights to vote, to be able to sit at a counter. You know, my dad, look, this is just one generation removed. My dad told me stories like he's a little boy working for people and the names that he got called and the things that happened to him. That's my dad, one generation removed. So, that's an argument for another day, man. That's an argument for another day. It just gets to me when they try to downplay the struggles of your descendants. Now, one of the things that I say, me personally, is that a poor black man is equal to a poor white man. The only difference is the politicians try to come in between and try to pit them against one another. Say, look what this one getting, look what that one getting, look what you ain't getting, look what he's getting. Both of you poor, and at the end of the day, the politician going home and eat a steak, while he got y'all fussing about who's gonna eat the rice. So that's my opinion. All right, I got it off my chest. Legacy, if they were smart, they would require all mortgages companies, electronic companies, water companies, so on and so forth, to postpone bills for 3 months. That would resolve a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, they should just have like they call it a jubilation. Just hey, look, all bills for X amount of time is suspended or forgiven. Italy did it. Yeah, man. Italy was hit hard. Press to Italy. C Butler, hey Tech, I'm glad I'm able to work from home, bro. That's what's up, man. Letting you know they can't do it. Last slave died in the 60s, I believe. Darren, Tech, the political part, they all doing their best. Just imagine all of this to hit the world in weeks. They are doing their best. People will lose money. Your government will help. Darren, I believe. I believe you. I believe that the majority of them are doing their best. I don't think that anyone could have had forecasted where we at. So I do believe that they do their best. Now, I'm not popular whenever I defend politicians, but if you follow the channel, you know that I work with politicians. And I know what goes on in the back rooms. I know that some politicians, not all, will make a big stink on TV and they go at each other, but then at night they go out drinking. You know, I know how lobbyists have meeting after meeting. That's all. They lobbyists literally have apartments. They have apartments in DC. They live, eat, and sleep around politicians. That's their job, is to be around politicians every day. When that politician show up to work, that lobbyist is in his office or her office, giving them a package or educating them on something. And the key is to make the politician sound smart, like he or she know what they're talking about. But in reality, it's the staffer that's briefing them. And if a lobbyist is able to get to a staffer and give them statistics, one of the things I learned early on from a statistician is that figures can lie, meaning you can take figures and you can say a percentage of anything, and you can tell a sweet story when you say this percentage of anything. So figures can lie, and liars can figure. I'm gonna say that again. Figures can lie. I can make numbers say anything I want numbers to say, and liars can figures. And if you are a no good person, you sure enough gonna use statistics and numbers and steer it towards your direction of what point you're trying to make. Let's see. So yeah, I do believe that most politicians are doing the best they could. 1,200 is a joke. You have a big family, car payment, car insurance bill, other bills. Come on, just not enough, right? I see people say mortgage, rent, and other bills frozen for 3 months. Now where they're going to get the money later? Oh yeah, 1,200. Yeah, I mean it's frozen, but it still adds up. You still owe it, unless there's some type of bill or declaration passed or given, saying that you have to forgive it. Off topic. You're from Louisiana. Who do you think better, Mac, the Shell Shock, Soldier Slim? I'm from Louisiana, man. I don't know. When I was out there around, I'm gonna say Soldier Slim back in the days when I was coming up in the streets. Was thinking about solar panels, all electric houses, and electric heat, and light water heater stove. But you get the solar panels. Then rest be free. Just have to get it all set up. I don't know where you live at, Ryan, but in Louisiana, well, I think it's a federal law. You cannot have 100% of your home ran by solar panels. Go figure. The technology is there. The batteries and the technology is there for someone to run their home 100% off of solar panels, but there's a federal law. If I'm not mistaken, I know for sure it's a state law in Louisiana, but I think it's a federal law that was passed on the behalf of the utility company that you cannot have. It's a certain amount of percentage of electric that you can produce for your own home. If you produce too much electric, it goes back onto the grid, and the electric company they cut you a check or whatever. So like for example, my dad got solar panels. So let's say my dad used $160 worth of electricity, but his solar panels generated $60 or whatever that went back to the grid, then he might get a check for like $30 or whatever the difference is. So tech agreed, but not like this. I also have a new car. Yeah, I mean, man, you're right. Ronald, Soldier. I live in St. Louis, St. Louis. All right, guys, I got about 5 minutes before my Zoom meeting started. I just wanted to check in with you guys and see what was going on. Like I said, hopefully I'm going to roll out a new service tomorrow. Just depends if it's ready to go. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm not saying that it's a comeback for another service. But I'm gonna say it looks similar to a big service that's no longer here. I'm gonna leave it at that. If the review come out tomorrow, just watch it, and in the comment section, let me know if you think the big boy is back. Let me know that. Hey guys, your boy taking a bathroom. Y'all stay safe. I gotta hurry up and jump off. Get on the Zoom meeting, guys. Man, just stay safe. Wash your hands. Try not to touch your face. Just be conscious. Act as if everyone has the virus, and act as if you don't want anyone you love to come in contact with it. One of the things I told people with this right here is that Yeah, they say if you're healthy and you're young, you catch the virus, you might not have any symptoms. But then you hear people that's healthy and young and fit catch the virus and they die. And one of the scary things about it is that nurses have been reporting that people are up and talking today or that night, and in the morning they take a turn for the worse and they die. That's how fast the virus can multiply or can impact someone. You never know what underlying health issues you might have in your body that's been undiagnosed, and you catch this virus thinking that you're healthy, and you have this underlying health issue that can compromise your immune system, and you can succumb to the virus. So just be careful, man. You don't want to know if you can't survive the virus. Why play Russian roulette? Just act like everybody have it. Be paranoid. Wash your hands. Stay away from people. Make sure your family is doing the same, because you don't want to be in that boat of finding out if you can't survive the virus. This ain't a time to play around. Whether you believe it's real or not, because like I said, some people still think it's a hoax. Whether you believe it's real or not, you're going to be impacted by it some type of way, financially, mentally, or physically. God bless. Hey, if you want to be a reseller of the internet, I got the 3 methods: Verizon, Sprint, and I'm still have the grandfather end method of AT&T. I've been running some tests on it. If you guys want to see me do some reviews on those, run some tests on those hotspots, let me know. A lot of you guys asked me to do a review on the Beats, and each time you guys ask me to do a review on something, when I say, hey guys, you want me to do this, you want me to do that, you want me to do this and do that, and when like 4 or 5 people say yeah, I go ahead and do it, and I don't get no views. I don't know what it is. I don't get no views. But God bless, guys. I'm just about late from it. 4 minutes. It's a click of a button, though. It's a click of a button. I'm gonna do it right from here. Keep the same backdrop, same camera. So I'm just gonna jump in like nothing ever happened. But just stay safe. God bless. Peace. If I can find an end stream button. Peace.